Okay, I got the HoneyComb Yoke set up. Ethernet cable attached, USB-C attached. One thing I'll note, I had to take my keyboard tray off because these brackets are so big that it wouldn't clear my the lip on my keyboard tray. So any of you that have a keyboard tray that comes out might want to be aware of that. Well, I should also mention that the HoneyComb Yoke has a suction cup device that you could use for not using, if you choose not to use the clamps, that I think it said it holds up to 40 pounds of pressure. So there's that option as well. Oh, it looks like I've got an update, so I'll update that and return. Oh, the other thing I'll mention is the HoneyComb Yoke has a drivers area, download drivers, but there are no drivers that I saw for the for XPlane 11, just for FS10 and prepared 3D. So just something to be aware of if you go to downloads, at least right now. I don't see any XPlane drivers, and then when I went through, I did calibrate it using the default Windows 10 device driver, and did notice when, I'll see if it works in XPlane, but when I switched off to right, that showed as buttons, and left I think did as well, but maybe left didn't. I'll go back to that. But both and start did not have a button assignment, so I don't know if those are going to be recognized in Windows without a driver, so we'll see. But anyway, I will be back. Okay, I just updated to XPlane 11.40 beta 7. I do have the beta option selected. But, so Windows wasn't seeing all the inputs for this starter switch. But as you can see, Austin and the good team at XPlane, and of course with the developers of the HoneyComb Yoke, all of those switches are set and they're predefined. Thank you, Austin. So we have that. And the other thing I like is when you select one of the buttons, XPlane will move to that area, and then you can see the corresponding button as you select those. And Austin at XPlane does a good description on what these trim knobs do. You can push one, but that will actually, there's a mechanism in real aircraft where you it prevents trim getaway from the pilot. So you actually have to hit both of these to complete the circuit to actually do trim. So as we can see here, they're both programmed to do trim A, pitch trim A down and pitch trim B down, and also pitch trim A up, pitch trim B up. So both of those have to be selected for that to enable. But as you can see, as I hit these different buttons, it'll come up with the corresponding panel here. So drivers look like they're good to go. The feel of the yoke is magnificent. Love it. The only thing I wonder, and I'm not too concerned, but where the RJ45 connectors connect with the Ethernet, it's just an simple Ethernet cable. And will this over time, will that become an issue for those connectors since they just plug in there? I'm thinking not. They should be good, but just something to be aware of. And again, centers very well. Quite a bit of force pulling out, a lot more than my Sage product, but not much resistance on the aileron deflection. But nonetheless, seems like a great product. I got to test it out and fly it. But anyway, hopefully you guys found this series of videos good. And yeah, smash that thumbs up button if you liked it.